right, we're going to teach on four swords today. Isn't that nice? I love BB. Amazing. Just brought an amazing atmosphere into here. Oh, it just cleared out anything. It's four swords, right? Four swords for me is a card of meditation, setting yourself apart, taking a break in life, chill pill. Normally we wait way too long for that to happen. Lays us out on the bed. Oh, help me. Oh, I should have took a break. I should have. But after that strength comes from that little bit of break right there, that's when that fourth sword can come out and cut all that stuff out of our life that we should have cut out before we needed that long break right there. Oh, you're right. Four swords. That's pretty much four swords for me in a nutshell. Loving on yourself, doing what's best for you, and all that fun stuff. All right. I got some of my favorite cards right here because, well, each tarot deck has its own flavor. This is from the Tarot of Prague. It shows two people. Sometimes four swords does show two people because, well, you know, four swords can't involve two people. They just wore each other out. Good Lord. But this one has the old, kind of like the Five of Pentacles church window right there. It's a nice healing, you know. I mean, represents a time of spending with source, whoever that is with you, to get these three swords out, to get that fourth sword out right there. I just love this deck. It's a beautiful four swords. Let me get it out of that. Beautiful deck. Here we go. Robert M. Place. Sevenfold Mysteries. Just classic. Four of Swords. You can see the Zen. Well, it's definitely laundry day. But you definitely can see the break right there and the wusa, right? That's what I call it. I don't know all these fancy words. You read those tarot books that got huge words, and I'm like, I have to get a dictionary to read this book. Okay. I call it wusa. Yeah. This is from Bohemian Gothic. It's absolutely gorgeous deck. I love this card. It's a nice four swords right there. What else we got right here? Oh, Deviant Moon. I love this Deviant Moon four of swords. Again, you can see the character. They look like they're under the ground. The three swords are stuck down in the ground. The four swords like pointed right at their little tummy right there. It's like, you need to take a break. Yeah, just chilling, you know. It's very about this guy right here is a very interesting artist in his own right. That's just, I mean, it's Deviant Moon. What do we got right here? Oh, this is nice. This is four swords from the Victorian Romantic Tarot, or Victorian Romance. And it's just your classic taking a break. And this is from Tarot of the Holy Lights. Yeah, Tarot of the Holy Light. And again, there's two people in this card. The sun seems to be turned around. It doesn't have a face on it. It appears that, to me, that appears to be the back of the sun. It looks like there's two people taking a break right here from each other. Although they seem to be one. I don't know. Very interesting deck, Tarot of the Holy Light. This is from Alice, the Alice Tarot. It shows the little field mouse taking a little nap after one of the Mad Hatter's parties. It's got butter knives on the table. It's Alice. I love this deck right here. It's a different deck too. What do we got? Two left. You know I'm breaking out True Black, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It has that one sword right there, right? That's the one that we need to take the break. I love the lotuses, right? They're golden, and the three swords, and now we got that one sword right there. If I'm reading with this, just a little flavor that I would get off this is that ready to make a final cut after taking a break, after spending time in the Golden Lotus Garden, right? Ready to make a final cut here. That's how I would read that, but it would determine what's around it. That has that flavor. And then, my favorite pip deck, and a pip deck is a tarot deck that doesn't have pictures, 2 through 10 in all 4 suits. This is a pip deck. It's from Mythical Creatures. Mythical Creatures, and it's just a glorified pip card, but it's the prettiest pip deck that I've found, and that's this one right here. All right. Let me back them up here so everybody can see. Didn't know I was setting them up there so you can't see them. That ain't no fun. I'm getting way back here. There we go. So much different flavor with 4 swords right here. I haven't had an opportunity to look through the books today, so I'm gonna break them with you. That's because BB showed up and she started playing that guitar, and I'm just like, wow. Yeah. All right. Tonight I'm going to be teaching from the same books that I always do. A Mythical Course in Tarot by Michelle Morgan. Absolutely amazing descriptions in there. I'm going to be teaching from my journal as well on 4 swords. There's a poem in here by Kim Huggins that I'm going to read. You get this book with the kit, the Tarot Illuminati kit. It's like all the cards telling stories. And we're going to break it out with Tarot Fundamentals. It's a Los Cabero book. Still get this thing on Amazon if you want. Let me find it right here. Like I said, I didn't get everything correct. 4 swords, Mike. Where are the swords at? They're up here. They're up here, and there they are. 4 swords. Here we go. Peace of thought leads to gentle sleep. The man who rests in the 4 of swords is often depicted in a tomb, yet he is not dead. Silence, meditation, and exhaustion become the center of this card. After the pain of 3 swords, full of noise and fury, this card provides immediate change and repose. Every feeling is thin, detached, waiting, and emotionally. These reflect the rebalancing of emotions. This is the relaxation before the new beginning, right? That Ace of Swords right there. The night gathered the night gathered in uncertainty of prayer, right? He's not sure if this is going to work for him. Focuses on free will away from anything unnecessary. He finds patience and is able to find the balance of mind even in difficult situations. This card bears no anxiety or hasty decisions. It reflects the need for rest that is not an indulgence, but a requirement. Wow, that's good right there. It reflects the need for rest that is not an indulgence, but a requirement. Every accomplishment and deed requires the right preparation and resting period to regenerate itself into what it should become. Wow, I thought that was really good. All right, let me see here what Kim Morgan has to say about 4 of Swords description. It's such a good book that I pulled it apart years ago when I ran around with festivals and flea markets and all that so I could study. Here we go. Four of Swords. The Four of Swords symbolizes seclusion and retreat. This card may find you calling an emotional truce with yourself, creating a grounded, meditative state in which you regroup lost energy. The external chaos of life continues to rage all around you, but with your emotional and mental boundaries firmly established, you can remain calm and centered. And I wanted to tell you about that. Four of Swords doesn't necessarily, like that said right there, to me, that said it doesn't necessarily have to mean that you have to just hide yourself away in the room. I can be Four of Swords with myself out in public, right? Because I know I'm healing. I may be a little standoffish at a time or not throw myself into a situation, but I just wanted to point it out that Four of Swords, if it comes up, it doesn't mean that you have to stay in your room. It means that you're loving on yourself right now. Be cool to you.
Meditation, maybe?
Meditation, always. It is definitely a meditation card. Recovery, rest, self-reflection, insight. This four represents the need for withdrawal and solitude for the purpose of healing one's mind and spirit. Yeah, I love it right there. Let's take a little look-see. If it comes up in your tarot board, those are nice descriptions of Four Swords. Got some stuff here about traditional meanings in an upright if it shows up in your tarot spread. Distraction. Okay. Like I said, I didn't study this real quick, so I'll read it real quick. This card is a call for a careful examination of how you treat yourself and others. How you allow others to treat you. A reminder to reconsider options. Yeah, that's Four Swords right there. Let's see what's Kim Huggins say about it in the upright. Stillness, peace in the mind, rest and recuperation, pause, taking a break, seeking answers in meditation and rest, setting aside worry, quiet and solitude for thought, retreat into the self for healing, resolution of thoughts, ideas coming from stillness. Yeah, that's absolutely part of Four Swords for me. So it's so important just to have that quiet time regularly in our life in this hectic world. I mean, hopefully it doesn't come to where Source knocks us down. Well, a lot of times it does. Huh? Like, no, you need to stop. Take a break. Yeah. Let's see what Mike's got in here. In his little book right here, Four Swords. Four Swords. Relieving mental stress and anxiety, relaxation, taking a break from worries, meditation, contemplation, trance-like states, taking time to consider, planning ahead to give yourself enough time for relaxation. Wow, I'm going to do that one again right here. Yeah. Planning ahead to give yourself enough time for relaxation. Okay, I'm marking that one for myself. Here we go. Letting go of focus on many goals or duties to enable a deeper understanding of them. The blank mind, learning inspiration. Wow, that's interesting. All right, let's look at some stuff if it shows up in your tarot deck upside down. Let me get this book. I'd like to finish with that one. Let's see what we got right here. Oh, it's in the fundamentals. Four Swords. Reversed, not trusting your decisions, instability of the mind, an inability to reach and conclude an outcome, confusing thoughts, a deep need for rest. Yeah, that's right before sources come and lay your ass out. Yeah, if we come up upside down, it's like, go take a nap, man. We'll finish the read when you get up. Yeah, go take a nap right here. Let's see what I got right here. Writer's block. Difficulty generating new ideas, not having time to relax, ignoring the need to calm one's mind, being distracted easily, mental stress and exhaustion, progress of intellectual goals or projects being slowed or blocked. Yeah. Reverse. The reverse of this card takes a negative turn. Where rest was warranted before, here it is forced upon you. You will probably find you're burned out, lethargic, high stress patterns over the past few days. All right. You see it, right? If it comes up upside down, you need to go take a nap, period, for a couple days. Right. Get yourself back in your zone right there. Astrologically, Four of Swords is Jupiter in Libra. And the Golden Dawn Society's official name for Four of Swords is Lord of Rest from Strife. Yeah, that's Four of Swords. Rest from strife. Lord of Rest from Strife. Wow, that's nice. Jupiter in Libra. Let's do a couple quick keywords on Four of Swords. We got stillness, peace, repose, holiday, timeout, incubation, contemplation, prayer, meditation, sleep, dreams, rest, relaxation, passivity, standstill, contemplation. Let me get a couple more out of Tarot Fundamentals. Reflection, waiting, stability, withdrawal, loneliness, truce, retirement, protection. Nice stuff right there. I like the Four of Swords because it always says to me, Mike, just go take a nap. You know, when you get a little older, I see, mothers telling their children, go take your nap. Well, wouldn't it be fun somebody come to me, Mike, go take your nap. Oh. hey, yeah, Mike, go take your nap. Okay. Kids are like, nap? Hell no. Yeah. So sometimes Source comes in and tells us grown-ups to go take a nap. That's Four of Swords. It really is. It's about loving on yourself first and all that fun stuff. Let's see what Kim Huggins' poem says about Four of Swords. Four of Swords, the oracle of the fertile mind. Now that's a name for a card. The oracle of the fertile mind. Oh, my weary, worn truth seeker. Don't you tired of your mind wandering like an ascetic? What's that word right there?
Ascetic?
Yeah. Aren't you tired of your mind wandering like an ascetic, weeping and feeling the pains of realization? The mind can only entertain so much thought and activity before it begins to fray. And no truly good thought was ever born from a mind that did not pause. Well, that's really good. Quiet your mind, philosopher, and be still. In that chamber of stillness, let your mind lay down in the fertile beds of rest. There it will take root and its seeds germinate in the rich earth. So sleep, rest, be still. In the mind of your sleep, I shall bring you visions and great words to fertilize your mind. Let your thoughts seek peace and resolution, and you will become the temple of the oracle of the mind, in which stillness and quieting of thought and speech brings birth, truth, and wisdom. The Four of Swords, the oracle of the fertile mind. Nice little quick overview on Four Swords right there. Hope you enjoyed it right here.